Hello everyone, and today we will see how the actors of the film The Lord of the Rings have changed over time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So, let's go! Orlando Bloom, after completing the filming of The Lord of the Rings, he signed a contract for the role of an even longer-playing franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean, and a few years ago, again returned to the role that made him famous in the film, Lord of the Rings, and starred in 2 films of the Hobbit trilogy. Also in between filming, Orlando found time to do good deeds. In 2016, he visited Ukraine Donbass, remind me that the war has been going on there for 9 years to this day, as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. In the same year, he began dating singer Katy Perry, and in 2019, he starred in the fantasy series Carnival Row. Viggo Mortensen is a great actor who auditioned for roles like Wolverine and Batman in Christopher Nolan's projects, but he was destined to go down in history as Aragorn. The actor took his role in the film Lord of the Rings very seriously. He participated in the creation of his costume for the role and performed the stunts himself in the film, because of which he lost a fragment of a tooth. On the set, he was hit with a sword in the face. After filming was completed, he continued to get roles in films. He is not only an actor, but also a poet, photographer, artist, and musician. By the way, he himself performs the song that sounded in the film The Lord of the Rings during the coronation of his character. In 2019, he starred in the excellent film The Green Book. Ian McKellen forever entered our hearts as the man who played Gandalf in the film The Lord of the Rings and Magneto in X-Men, and despite his age of 77 years, he continues active creative work. After the role of Gandalf, he will star in the film The Da Vinci Code, get the role of Magneto again, and play in the miniseries The Prisoners, as well as voice many cartoons, and at the same time, he still worked in the theater, and despite the fact that he returned to the role of Gandalf in the movie The Hobbit, according to him, he does not mind playing this wizard again. Christopher Lee passed away 7 years ago at the age of 93. In the last years of his life, he managed to play Saruman in the Hobbit trilogy. Scenes with his participation had to be filmed in London, as the health of the actor did not allow him to fly. He played Count Dooku in the Star Wars movie until the last years of his life. He collaborated with Tim Burton, and although he could no longer do big roles, he starred in the Dark Shadows project where he plays the captain of a fishing boat, and he worked a lot in voice acting, and in 2009 he was awarded a knighthood for services to the dramatic arts and philanthropy. Elijah Wood, who played Frodo Baggins, now looks almost the same as he did 20 years ago, so some fans jokingly suspect that he still did not throw the Ring of Omnipotence into the volcano. After completing the filming of the Lord of the Rings project, Elijah became a very popular actor and starred in a huge number of projects. Some of his most interesting projects are the role in the series Wilfred and the appearance of the film Open Windows. He also played a major role in the series Holistic Detective Agency, but unfortunately the series was closed in 2017. Sean Astin played Samwise Gamgee, the protagonist's closest friend. Some fans consider him a real hero, because for all parts of the project, he never succumbed to the spell of the Ring of Omnipotence. In the end, it was his feelings of loyalty that saved everyone. After the end of filming, Sean wrote the book, There and Back Again. This is the story of the actor, where he described how the movie universe of the film Lord of the Rings was created. He continues to act in films and TV shows, and in 2017 he could be seen in the 2nd season of Stranger Things. Sean Bean played Boromir, the only member of the Fellowship of the Ring to die, but this is not surprising, because he managed to die more than 20 times in his entire career, and the most famous death was in the role of Ned Stark from the TV series Game of Thrones. Sean managed to be married 5 times and played his last wedding in 2017. Ashley Moore became his chosen one. In addition to acting in TV shows and movies, Ben occasionally appears in video games, such as in the game Hitman 2. He plays an elusive hitman named Immortal, who masterfully knows how to fake his own death. Hugo Weaving is a famous actor who has played many roles. He was Agent Smith in The Matrix and Elrond in The Lord of the Rings. In 2005, he also played in the movie V for Vendetta, but you might not recognize him under the mask of Guy Fawkes. He also played the main villain in the movie The First Avengers and returned to the role of Elrond in the movie The Hobbit. He has 2 children. Since 1984, he has been in a relationship with Katrina Greenwood. he is not going to marry because he has a negative attitude towards the idea of marriage. In 2018, he played in the film Mortal Engines, where he again got the role of the main villain. John Rhys-Davies, despite his 70 years, he is actively acting in films. The actor's most famous roles were in the projects The Lost World and Indiana Jones, and he also has a role in the film Behind the Mask. Andy Serkis played the role of Gollum in Lord of the Rings. All of his most famous work is motion captured. Apparently he has his own talent for working in a gray skinny suit. He has starred in films such as Rise of the Planet of the Apes, King Kong and Star Wars. Andy became the director of the film Mowgli, which was released in 2019, where he played the role of Baloo the bear. Put a like if you haven't noticed how 23 years have passed since the release of the first film, Lord of the Rings. Also subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.